a spiritual life would aim only at the Brahma Dhyanam. Because the Adhyana of Brahma, ignorance of Brahma, and ignorance of ourselves is the root cause of all these sufferings in the samsara. The bondage is the effect of the Adhyana of Brahman. If the Adhyana is uprooted, then the enlightenment can dawn on us and we can achieve the Brahman or the salvation. For a few days I want to introduce the aim of the Upanishads. The Upanishads are for what? What is the purpose of Upanishads? What is the purpose? What they teach us? What they teach us and what they preach us? What they ask us to do? If we compare our life, if we compare our psyche, if we compare our being with the injunctions of Upanishads, we can understand where we stand in spiritual hierarchy. The spiritual path is an important path. Any seeker would have to understand the Upanishads. Upanishads are the treasures, great treasures of complete Brahmadhyanam. Man cannot understand Brahman with his senses. Man can understand, man can have knowledge or cognize anything in the world external. All external things can be known with our senses, with the help of indriyas, with the help of anumana, and with the help of so many other apparatus. But unfortunately, paranchikhanim vyatranat swayambhuhu tasmat parak pashyati nantaratman kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmana maikshata avritta chakshuhu amritattvam icchan. Kathakopanishad says, Brahmadhyanam is not that easy. Unfortunately, with our yogyata, basing on our yogyata, relying on our karmas, purva karmas, the God has given the body, God has given the senses, that is indriyas, organs, and those organs or the body or even the mind, the internal apparatus, they are all helping to understand only enabling us to understand the only external world and not the inner world. According to Upanishad, inner world is bigger than the external world. External world is futile. The internal world is rich, is useful, and it helps us it enables us to reach the highest goal, that is the salvation. The external world, we are always entangled in the so many greed or hatred and so many temptations and all that, with which we go astray. It is the internal world, internal Atma, the Jnanam of Atma, which gives us the right path. And if the enlightenment is there, naturally, no one can go astray. So, therefore, the Atma Dhyanam, Atma va are drashtavya shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavya. Atmannevatmanam pashyet. Shastra says, Atmannevatmanam pashyet. Usually, many commentators, many interpreters Many thinkers, they say, know thyself. The translation of the Atmanne Atmanam Pashet or the Atmava Are Drashtavyaha is know thyself. Yes, I must know now myself. I must know. Even the Socrates said that know thyself. You understand yourself. You don't know who are you. You don't know what are the weaknesses. You don't know what are the strengths with you. Which are the qualities you are lacking in. Which qualities you have, you own. All these things are unknown to you. So try to understand yourself. If you understand yourself better, then naturally you can come out of this shell of this bondage, this samsara, as early as possible and achieve the salvation or the emancipation. Unfortunately, we don't know ourselves. We don't know ourselves. I know only the thing that I am here, time and day and time and some, the place and all these things, external things. And this house is mine, this account is mine, these are my friends, these are my relations, that's all. All these things are there. Some things are there which are internal, I know. That is bhaya, abhaya, sukha, dukkha, hatred, greed, lust, so many things. But apart from these things, there are great glories, great qualities of jiva which are hidden. Unfortunately, they are hidden with the ajnana, with the avidya. The avidya envelops that. Avidya envelops that. And the lust or the hatred or the greed and so many things are there which are experienced. Day in and day out I experience all these things which are experienced only external. They are aupadhika. Because of some reason they have come. If the reason is removed, if the cause is removed, then they vanish. They are not reality. I am not talking that they are untrue, they are unreal, but they are not permanent. They are not permanent, they are evanescent. And therefore, because they are evanescent, they will not be sticking to our own score. That is Atma Swarupa. They are not belonging to Atma Swarupa. They are just external. They are in my mind. If I cleanse my mind, naturally the mind becomes pure. When mind becomes pure, all these hatred and greed, raga, dvesha and all so many things, they just vanish. They just disappear. So therefore, I must understand what I am. Who am I? Who am I? Balamananda ojascha sahodhyana manakulam surupanneva jivasya vejyante paramadvibho. The Shastra says there are great glories and great qualities. You need not earn it. You need not earn it. You should allow it to manifest. Because of the raga dvesha, because of the adhyana, because of the envelope, because of the achadana, they are all hidden. They are all dormant. They are not active. They are not active. They never manifest. You never know that you are full of bliss. We don't know that I am full of bliss. Chandogya Upanishad very clearly explains. There is a nidhi, and in nidhi, abundant riches, the wealth is there. But unfortunately, I don't know that abundant riches or the wealth is lying under my feet. I don't know. The same way, we are full of bliss, replete with bliss, replete with happiness. Nothing to be complained of. Nothing is necessary for us. Internally, we are self-sufficient. nothing to be earned. But every now and then, every minute, I depend on my body, I depend on my organs, I depend on external world, I depend on somebody praising me, eating something, hearing something, seeing something, earning something, which is not at all necessary. And that is the condition of the moksha, that is the reality in the emancipation, and for that, ultimately, that is the goal of our life. If we achieve the enlightenment, if we get rid of this avidya, if we get rid of this avidya or adhyana, this hiding process, then the bondage is over. When the bondage is over, gets over, then naturally the emancipation is the fruit of the jnana or the enlightenment. And because ultimately the emancipation or the moksha, which is where only the bliss, where only the ecstasy would be experienced, and that is the effect, that is the effect of the dhyana. We call it dhyana karya. And therefore, Upanishads simply, singularly, they teach Brahma. They show the path to achieve the Brahma Dhyana. They lead us to the Brahma Dhyana. There is no deviation here and there at all. Absolutely, there is no deviation. There is no, what you say, the black spots where we do not understand Brahman. We are carried away where only the stories are there, where there is no philosophy, where there is no Brahman, where there is no glories of Brahman are sung. Such portions are not available at all in Upanishads. Upanishads clearly mention the Atma and the relation between Brahma and Atma. Therefore, the aim of the Upanishads is this: unlid our own enlightenment. The light is lit. Light is lit forever. It is permanently lit. Only it should be unlit. It should be manifested. If it is manifested, then we can achieve the emancipation. This is the aim of the Upanishads.